Never throw away your old yarn scraps. I'm about to show you something that's going to completely change the way you think about crochet in your home. And you probably already have everything you need sitting in a drawer somewhere right now. You know that feeling when you finish a crochet project and you're left with all these little balls of leftover yarn? Most people just toss them aside or let them pile up in a box somewhere. But here's the thing, those scraps are actually gold mine material for creating the most stunning handmade pieces that can completely transform your living space. And I'm not talking about making another granny square blanket. I'm talking about pieces that people will actually stop and ask you where you bought them from. So here's the problem we all face as crocheters. We see these beautiful home decor items in stores, right? They're priced at like $50, $60, sometimes even $100 or more. And we think to ourselves, I could probably make that. But then we never actually do it because we think we need to buy new yarn, we need the perfect pattern, we need all this stuff. Meanwhile, our homes are filled with mass-produced items that don't have any personality or character. And the worst part? We have the skills and materials to create something way better, but we just don't know where to start. Let me tell you about what happened to me last month. I had a friend come over to my place, and she literally spent 20 minutes taking photos of my living room. Not because I'm some interior design expert, but because every corner had these unique crochet pieces that just made the space feel warm and personal. She kept asking me where I bought everything. When I told her I made it all from yarn I already had, she didn't believe me at first. That's when I realized I needed to share this with more people. Let's start with something simple but incredibly effective: textured wall hangings. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wall hangings sound complicated, but trust me on this. You can create a stunning wall piece using just single crochet and chain stitches. The secret isn't in complex stitches, it's in the texture and color combinations. Take 3 or 4 different colored yarns from your stash. They don't need to match perfectly. Actually, the more random they look, the more modern and artistic your piece will turn out. Start with a simple rectangular base, maybe about 12 inches wide. As you crochet, switch between your yarn colors every few rows. Don't overthink it. The beauty comes from the organic way the colors blend together. Once you reach your desired length, and this could be anywhere from 2 to 4 feet depending on your wall space, you're going to add fringe to the bottom. Cut your yarn into strips about 10 inches long and attach them to the bottom edge. This fringe is what takes it from looking homemade to looking like something you'd find in an expensive boutique. Hang it on a plain wall, and suddenly that boring empty space becomes a focal point. Now let's talk about plant hangers, because these are having such a huge moment right now. If you have any plants in your home, and honestly, even if you don't, these are game changers. You need a thicker yarn for this. Something like a cotton rope or even t-shirt yarn works amazingly well. The basic structure is simple. You're creating a series of knots and chain stitches that form a cradle for your pot. Start with 4 long strands of yarn, each about 8 feet long. I know that sounds like a lot, but you need that length. Fold them in half and tie them together at the fold. That's your hanging loop. Now you have 8 strands hanging down. Separate them into 4 pairs. About 6 inches down from your loop, tie each pair together with a simple knot. Then take 1 strand from one pair and 1 strand from the adjacent pair, go down another 6 inches and tie those together. Keep doing this pattern and you'll see a net forming. At the bottom, gather all 8 strands together and tie them in one big knot. This creates the base where your pot will sit. The whole thing might sound confusing when I describe it, but once you start, you'll see the pattern emerge naturally. These plant hangers instantly add this boho, relaxed vibe to any room. Hang them at different heights in a corner, and you've created your own indoor garden situation. Let's move into the kitchen, because this is where crochet can actually be super practical while still looking good. Pot holders and trivets sound basic, I get it, but hear me out. When you make them chunky and oversized with really bold colors, they become these statement pieces on your countertop. Use 2 strands of cotton yarn held together to make them thick and heat resistant. Work them in a tight double crochet stitch in rounds until you have a circle about 8 inches across. The key here is choosing colors that pop, maybe a bright mustard yellow or a deep terracotta, or even a rich forest green. These aren't your grandma's potholders. When you're not using them, stack them on your counter or hang them on hooks. They add color and personality to your kitchen without looking cluttered. Pillow covers are another absolute must. This is probably the easiest way to update your living room or bedroom without spending any money. Most of us already have throw pillows, right? They're just covered in boring solid colors or patterns we're tired of looking at. Make new covers for them. A simple envelope-style cover is so easy to crochet. Measure your pillow, make 2 rectangles slightly larger than those measurements, then stitch them together on 3 sides. The 4th side overlaps to create that envelope closure so you can easily remove it and wash it. The texture of crochet stitches automatically makes these pillows look expensive and handmade in the best way possible. Try a basket weave stitch, or even just a simple half-double crochet worked in the back loop only. That creates these beautiful ridges that catch the light. Make several in coordinating colors, and suddenly your couch looks like it belongs in a magazine. Baskets are where crochet really shines for home decor. I'm talking about storage baskets that you can actually use. The trick is using a really thick yarn or multiple strands held together and working in tight stitches so the basket holds its shape. Start with a flat circle for the base, then stop increasing and work straight up for the sides. You can make these any size you want. Small ones are perfect for corralling remotes on your coffee table. Medium ones work great for rolled up towels in the bathroom. Large ones can hold throw blankets in your living room or toys in a kid's room. Add handles by creating 2 long chains and attaching them to opposite sides of the basket. If you want to get fancy, work the basket in stripes or add a contrasting color for the top edge. These baskets are genuinely useful, and they look so much better than plastic storage bins. Table runners sound old-fashioned, I get it, but when you make them modern and minimal, they're actually really cool. Instead of trying to match your dishes perfectly, go for a neutral color like cream or gray and use a simple stitch pattern. A long rectangle worked in half-double crochet creates this nice drape that lays flat on your table. You could add a simple border of single crochet all around the edge to clean it up. Or, if you want something more interesting, work it in a lacy pattern with lots of chain spaces. This works especially well for outdoor dining or casual breakfast tables. It protects your table surface, but still lets the wood or whatever material show through. Coasters are small but mighty. Everyone needs coasters, and handmade ones just feel special. The great thing about coasters is you can experiment with different stitch patterns and colors without committing to a huge project. Make a set of 4 or 6 in different colors that coordinate with your living room. Work them in tight single crochet stitches so they're dense enough to actually absorb condensation. You want them about 4 inches across. Add a round of slip stitches around the edge to make them lay flat. Stack them on your coffee table or dining table, and they become this little detail that guests notice and compliment. Let me tell you about lampshade covers, because this is something most people never think about, but it completely transforms a room. If you have a plain lamp with a boring white shade, you can crochet a cover for it. Use a light-colored cotton yarn and a fairly open stitch pattern so the light can still shine through. Measure the height and circumference of your lampshade, then crochet a rectangle to those measurements. Stitch the short ends together to form a tube, then slip it over your shade. The light shining through the crochet stitches creates these beautiful patterns on your walls and ceiling. It's like having a completely new lamp. Curtain tiebacks are such a simple project, but they add so much charm to a room. Instead of using those boring hooks or plain rope, crochet thick braided tiebacks. Make 3 long chains, braid them together, then add tassels or pom-poms to the ends. Use these to hold your curtains open during the day. They add texture and interest to your windows without overwhelming the space. You can match them to your throw pillows or other accent pieces in your room. Now here's something really cool. Crochet jar covers. If you have plain glass jars or vases sitting around, and let's be honest, who doesn't, you can transform them into decorative pieces. Crochet a simple tube that fits around the jar, maybe add some texture with bobble stitches or popcorn stitches, and suddenly that plain jar becomes a vase you'd actually want to display. These are perfect for holding utensils in the kitchen, pens on your desk, or fresh flowers on your dining table. The glass shows through the stitches, which creates this really